Hello friends, welcome to EduTap and also welcome to our regular Saturday lecture which is for agriculture for NABARD grade A and B ARD section as well as for A4 mains. See friends, this was supposed to be an online live class but because of network issues that I have been facing, I have recorded this video. I'm trying to again come back with live classes and that would be very soon. So once again I apologize you all for the inconvenience that has been caused by this. So we'll start with the session, and today in this lecture I'm going to take you through few important MCQs for agriculture economics, and this lecture it will be on very basic topics or very basic concepts, both static and few ARD also, a few current affairs also I have covered. So let's start with the session. So friends, before starting with the session, this is a small announcement. We at EduTap, we have already launched courses for RBI Grade B, SEBI Grade A and NABARD Grade A for year 2021. And along with that, we have also launched a few combo courses as well. These are all available. The details of all these courses are available on EduTap app, or you can always visit any of these sources which I have mentioned either through phone or mail or our site and avail these offers as well as courses. So friends, as one more important announcement, EduTap has launched courses for IBPS A for 2020-21, especially mains, and the links to the demo courses as well as payment for purchase of these courses has been mentioned in the description box, and with that you can avail. So with this, let's start with the session. So friends, here comes the first question. Fair and remunerative prices is related to which crop? See, generally you must have heard about MSP, minimum support price, and here it falls under the same category. But fair and remunerative prices, it's related to sugarcane. Sugarcane is a crop for which this is being released, and this again the central government announces these prices which are determined on the recommendation of the CACP, that is Commission for Agricultural Cost and Prices, and these are announced by the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, which is again led by or chaired by Prime Minister. Now this is nothing but this FRP, this is nothing but minimum price at which rate the sugarcane is to be purchased by sugar mills from the sugarcane farmers, and this FRP as usual just like MSP, it is arrived at by taking into account various factors like cost of production, demand supply situation, domestic and international prices, intercrop price parity, that is various crops prices, all these are taken into consideration and then this FRP is arrived at, and this FRP of sugarcane is determined under Sugarcane Control Order 1966, and currently for the year 2020-21 FRP is of 2 rupees 285 per quintal for a basic recovery rate of 10%. That is the recovery rate, the sugarcane recovery rate. From the sugarcane they recover the sugarcane juice. From that, either that can be sugar can be produced or jaggery can be produced. So based on that recovery rate, 285 per quintal FRP is fixed for the year 2020-21. So friends, here comes the next question. A farm on which the income from single product is less than or not equal to 50% of the total farm income is called as. This we have discussed in one of our courses also as part of various farming systems. And yes, this is diversified farming. Diversified farming is such a farming where the income from the single product is less than or not equal to 50% of the total farm income that can be achieved. And here This is nothing but a multi-farming system. That is, it may include, crop husbandry, along with that animal husbandry, dairying, food processing, etc. And what are the main objectives? The main reason for diversified farming is to reduce risk of production failure. Even if one, crop enterprise fails, then at least there would be some supplemental income or additional income from the other farm enterprises. And here again, to earn some additional income and also to optimize all the resources available on the farm. See, if there is animal husbandry, the dung, whatever that can be, that comes from that, that can be converted into farmyard manure again, that can be used for the regular crops. So, and also to have some additional employment. So these are the various objectives, aims, or the plus points of diversified farming. So friends, we have been hearing about this Commission for Agriculture Cost and Prices, CACP. Now, when was this established? This was established in the year 1965, and it is a decentralized agency of Government of India. In the year 1965, it was started as Agriculture Prices Commission. And after that, in 1985, it was named as Commission for Agriculture Cost and Prices, that is CACP, and it's an attached office of Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. And this commission, it was established purely to recommend minimum support prices, that is MSPs, and fair and remunerative prices for sugarcane. And here this composition of this commission is chairman, member secretary, one official member, and two non-official members. Now these two non-official members, they are the representatives of the farming community. See, otherwise that would not be, fair. Without the persons or the one who is involved in farming, if something is decided based on that, it would not be fair. So two non-official members are there, who representatives will be there in that commission, who would be from the farming community, and usually they have an active association with the farming community, so that they can take whatever views are there, everything from the farming community, and then they can implement here. Now CACP recommends MSPs for 23 commodities. MSP you can say for 22 commodities, and for one, that is sugarcane, it is fair and remunerative price. And what's the difference between that? Now MSP is something, that's always higher than the market price, and that is purchased by the government. And fair and remunerative price is something where government is insisting the sugarcane millers to purchase directly from the farmers at that particular rate. So that's the only basic difference. And these, the MSPs of that 23 commodities, it includes 7 cereals, 5 pulses, 7 oil seeds, and 4 commercial crops, of which we have already discussed. Sugarcane will have FRP, fair and remunerative prices. Rest all, generally they are purchased by the government agencies at MSP. And cereals include paddy, wheat, maize, sorghum, pearl millet, barley, ragi, grams, that is pulses, gram, tur, moong, urad, lentil. Oil seeds, groundnut, rapeseed, mustard, soya bean, sesame, sunflower, safflower, Niger seed, and commercial crops, copra, sugarcane, cotton, and raw jute. So friends, here comes the next question. Which of the following loans is given by government in case of famine and distress conditions? And this particular loan, they are called as Takavi Loans. And they were introduced in late 1950s, and these loans were specifically granted to tackle damage of crop due to natural calamities and other forms of crisis like droughts. Now these loans were formerly extended by the government to encourage agriculture production. Later, various kinds of loans and various kinds of, agriculture finance instruments, they have been launched by the government. So friends, here comes the next question. Which of the following is a type of market on the basis of location? See, on the basis of location, on the basis of, the product type, on the basis of the structure, there are various types of markets. Now, of all these, terminal market is the one which is a type of market based on the basis of location, and this is the market where produce is either finally disposed of to the consumers or processors or they might get assembled for exports. And in these markets generally the merchants are well organized and they use modern methods of marketing rather than that old methods of marketing. And commodity exchange also they exist in these kind of markets, and they are generally located in either metropolitan cities or at seaports or in the bigger cities, and like Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Bengaluru, Kolkata, Cochin, these are terminal markets in India for many kinds of commodities. So friends, next comes is which of the following is the nodal agency to implement the price stabilization measures that are taken up under Operations Green. Earlier Operations Green, it was only for top, that is tomatoes, onion and potatoes, but very recently as part of Atmanirbhar Abhiyan, now total, it's called total, and now they are only trying it on a trial basis for 6 months pilot project. So now these, whatever the price stabilization measures are being taken that were planned to be taken up for top, now they are for total all fruits and vegetables. And for these the nodal agency to implement this scheme is NAFED, that is National Agricultural Cooperative Marketing Federation of India Limited. And this was in the budget speech in 2018-19, the Operation Greens was announced on the lines of Operation Flood, that is for milk. And this scheme attracted outlay of 500 crores, and this was supposed to promote FPOs, that is farmer producer organization, agri logistics, processing facilities, etc. And now in during June 2020 only, what they have done is the scheme was extended to cover all the fruits and vegetables, that is total. Now they have given, instead of top, they have given total, that too for a period of 6 months on pilot basis, and this is under Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. And now this Operation Greens, or the total, it tries to ensure availability of crops throughout the country round the year without any price volatility. This is just to curb the inflation or the the price volatility in the for these crops. And the Ministry of Food and Processing Industry has launched this scheme, and with the nodal agency NAFED. So friends, next comes is which of the following agencies was or were replaced by NABARD when NABARD was started. One of these or all of these are the agencies that were replaced. So all of these were replaced, that is Agriculture Credit Department, Agriculture Refinance and Development Corporation, Rural Planning and Credit Cell. All these were combined, these are replaced with NABARD based on the Shivaraman committee report. So, and this is an apex development finance institution fully owned by Government of India. Very recently in 2019 this was happened. Earlier RBI also had stake in this, so RBI has sold that National Housing Board as well as NABARD's stake, entire stake, to Government of India. So now this is fully owned by Government of India, and it is India's specialized bank for agriculture and rural development in India, especially towards finance. And this was established based on the recommendations by B. Shivaraman Committee on 12th July 1982, and to implement the National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development Act 1981, and it's headquartered in Mumbai. So friends, next comes is the conversion of raw cotton into cloth. It creates dash utility in basic economics. Whenever there's a produce, I mean the raw produce to final produce, or the place utility or the time utility, there are various types. So here this raw cotton into cloth, it creates form utility because it is converting one form into other. As you can see, there are various utilities, and one form utility we have seen, like oil seeds are converted into oil, sugarcane, one product, it becomes more useful in one form than the other. And like sugarcane into sugar, cotton into cotton cloth, wheat into flour and bread, like this. So this comes under form utility where the processing function, it adds form utility to the product by changing the raw material into a finished form. Next comes is place utility. Here transportation function adds place utility to products by shifting them to a place of need from the place of plenty. That is, at one place there might be growing, but now they are being transported to other place where there is need of them. And next is time utility. The storage function adds time utility to the products. Here, form utility, processing function; place utility, transportation function; time utility, storage function. Make them available at the time when they are needed. Best example is ice creams. See, in winter nobody goes for ice creams, but when the storage function it comes into place here, now this can be used in summer. Cold drinks, all these where there is seasonal, generally that comes under this. Next is possession utility. The marketing function of buying and selling helps to transfer of ownership from one person to another. That is a possession of like cars, houses, that one, based on the buying and selling, the person possesses that particular item, that comes under possession utility. So based on this, these are all basic economic principles as such. So this is one current affairs question that we are going to do. The minimum support price for wheat crop, it is dash per quintal for 2020-21, and the correct answer here is 1925 rupees. As you can see in this table, MSP for RMS, that is Rabi crop marketing season 2020-21, it's 1925, and for the year 2021-22 it's 1975. Similarly barley also. So every year based on that uh, season and that cost of production and various other factors that are taken into consideration, MSP is fixed for Rabi crops as well as Kharif crops. As we have seen, cereals, pulses, oil seeds, commercial crops, these MSPs are fixed. And here for the current, that is 2020, 21, 22, this is what they have fixed, and this is for the year 2020, 21. And here, as you can see, the cost of production, that this is what they have fixed per quintal, and increase in MSP, this is what the increase that can be noticed, and return over cost in percentage, this is a percentage, whatever the returns that the farmer is able to get over whatever he has spent. So friends, one question from institutions under agriculture economics. The headquarter of World Trade Organization is, now this is located, the WTO is located in Geneva, which is an intergovernmental organization that is concerned with the regulation of international trade between nations. So there should be some regulatory organization. Now that is WTO. Now this was commenced officially on 1st Jan 1995 under the Marrakesh Agreement, which was signed by 123 nations on 15th April 1994, which again replaced GATT, that is General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade, that was commenced in 1948. And this is the largest international economic organization in the world for trade purposes, and now this deals with the regulation of trade in goods and services and even intellectual properties. So this is about WTO. Thank you very much friends for your patient listening, and once again I apologize to you all for the inconvenience you had to face because of the network issue at my end. Kindly write to hello@edutap.co.in for any kind of queries related to this session. I'll be more than happy to answer all your queries, and once again thank you very much.